Alright guys, I'm Brandon. Welcome to DadRod Garage, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a launch switch slash a burnout switch. So let's get started. So I just opened up Terminator X software. This will be the same for Terminator, HP, and Dominator softwares. So we'll just start from a brand new global file. If you don't have all these across here, you will need to go to add individual config, IO, and then you will also need to add advanced tables and the boost ICF. So what we'll do is we'll come into our inputs and we will create what I like to call launch switch. We're going to enable it. You can wire this as an input 12 volt or ground. We'll just leave it as ground for now for this illustration. We have to pin map it. So what you have to do is you have to come over here to pin map, and you need to click and drag this to whatever pin, whatever wire in your ECU you wired it to. Now you can see that it's wired to J1A12. From there, we can start with our custom advanced table goodness. All right, so here we are going to do a launch retard. So instead of, we're going to make a timing offset, and then we are going to go boost time. We're going to set it up as switch enabled. Launch switch is enabled. And then make this whatever your boost by time is that you've kind of set up. I'd just copy and paste it into here so they match. Or if you have an existing timing retard that you like, copy and paste it into here. So now our timing retard is going to be here instead of on Terminator, it's under Spark and Launch Retard. And then on Dominator, it's under System, Basic IO, and they're up here. The biggest difference between doing it built into the software and an advanced table is these need to be negative numbers. So on the built-in software one, they're all positive numbers. On this one, you need to make it negative numbers. We're pulling timing, we're not adding. So we need to set it up because it's an advanced table. We have to pull the timing. So what we're going to do, and what this is for essentially, is just so you do not have your timing retard while you're doing your burnout. After your burnout, you can turn your launch switch on, and then it'll use your timing retard. So if you've ever struggled to do a burnout on a backside, you got 400 pounds in the back of the car, this should help that because obviously if you're trying to pull a sizable amount of timing, 10, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever, that can really make the car struggle to do a burnout under those circumstances. So the other thing we can do to try and help, and kind of a 2-for-1 here, is we can make a 2D advanced table, and we're going to call this like burnout dome. And yeah, that's misspelled, but you get the picture. So burnout dome, it is going to be a target dome offset. We are going to x-axis boost time, and y-axis is going to be boost or map. I like boost. We're going to switch enable when launch switch is disabled. So it's kind of the opposite here. What we're going to do, we're going to set this up, go like 20 to 0, 0 to 4 seconds. Again, I'd kind of copy and paste whatever your boost time or your timing retard is for this. Essentially what we're going to do, so like say your boost ramp is crazy lazy because, I don't know, you got a big block or something and you're only running 15 pounds of boost, or you're on a really bad backside. Okay, so what we're going to do, or the street, what we can do for the burnout is we can actually add 10 on the dome, and this will help hold the gate closed, and it'll help spool the turbo until you get to like, 10, 12, 15 psi. Now we can ramp that out. Now this is going to be in addition to whatever your boost by time ramp is here. So if you got 10 on the dome here and it's 5 in your boost ramp for the first 2 seconds or whatever because it's super lazy, it might spike the boost up here, but now here we're going to go 15 psi, 20 psi, and we can pull 10 on the dome. So what this is going to do when your launch switch is disabled is it's just going to like kind of screw up your boost ramp so that you can make a little extra boost at the beginning. You're probably what, 3-4 seconds into your boost time while you're doing a burnout. And then also what it does is, you're 3-4 seconds out, 2 seconds out, now you're making 30 pounds of boost like you're on the top end of the track. Well, you don't need 30-40 pounds of boost when you're doing your burnout and your wheels are spinning. So what you can do here is now we can pull 10 degrees of timing. Or not, sorry, 10 degrees, 10 dome. We can pull 10 dome here, and so then it'll kind of float in here, right? Pulling 10 on the dome, but you got 20 or 30 in the actual boost ramp table. So now you're only going to make 15 or 20 on the trans brake, or on your burnout, which is still plenty. So all we're trying to do is we're trying not to shove 40 psi if you're on the limiter doing a burnout at your motor, and we're trying to help it spool a little quicker when it first comes off the button, and maybe spool up to 10, 15 pounds, whatever your motor is. You have to kind of play with these numbers, but this is just giving you something that you can do so that, one, it spools a little quicker off the trans brake button. When you're getting into your burnout, it's not falling flat on 0 pounds of boost or 5 pounds of boost or whatever. It can continue to climb. And then also we knock it down if it goes over, X amount of boost and at X amount of time on your boost ramp. So little 2-for-1 deal going on here. I've used this on the Fairmont, and I believe I also used it on the Camaro. That was a few years ago now, so I can't quite remember, but either way, having your timing retard on a switch is hugely helpful, so that you don't, let go of the trans brake button and the car hooks. I've seen it time and time again. The car will hook in the puddle and not spin the tires, and I'm sure a big reason for that is a super lazy boost ramp and a very aggressive timing retard. So I hope this helps. Comment down below. I'll watch the comments if you got any questions. I'll try to respond as fast as I can. If you want any help tuning or setting up these tables on Terminator, HP, Dominator, shoot me an email, dadrodgarage2@gmail.com. And hey, I can remote in. We can set up a date and time, and I can remote in for a few hours. We can get your tune knocked out, and or if you want to take the time, email back and forth over a couple weeks, we can do that too. So I'm available. Just shoot me an email. Let me know what you got going on and what you need, and we can go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.